Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a skincare edition of a video which I did a while back, which was like 10 things which I would repurchase in my makeup collection if all my makeup disappeared. So the skincare version of the same would be if all my skincare disappeared, which were the 10 skincare products that I would repurchase first. So yeah, that is what this video is going to be all about. I know this is a long due video. I remember when I did the makeup edition, one of you requested me to do the skincare edition as well, and I'm really sorry it took so long, but yeah, better late than never is what I truly believe in. So yeah, now we're going to get started and I'm going to talk about the 10 skincare products that we repurchase. Now I've basically curated this list, deciding and trying to figure out as to which are the 10 like skincare products which are in general very important as a part of my skincare routine, what I do on an every single day basis. And if I had just these 10 skincare products, I am able to like survive for a good maybe like 4 to 5 months before I go out and repurchase more stuff. So yeah, that is the thought process that I had in mind when I curated this list, and it's kind of like in an order where it's like my morning skincare routine first, and then things which I do like once in a while, and then we move on to the nighttime skincare routine steps. So yeah, I'm just gonna follow that order, so it's a little bit easy to also like imagine how things would work, and it's just a lot more practical as well. So yeah, I thought we'll do that, and if I keep looking down, it's because I have the list of all the products written down and I'm going to read through them. I mean, kind of read through them, of course. So yeah, if I keep looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But anyways, now let's get started. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. Sorry for that, but yeah, anyways, now let's move on. And the first product is of course very important, and that's a face wash. Now the face wash that I have selected is like, I just have one face wash. Now normally I'm a very high maintenance kind of person where I want like a separate morning face wash and then a separate like carbon cleanser for the evening time to get rid of makeup and stuff like that. But the face wash that I've chosen here is something I feel like can do both the things. It's definitely a nice morning refreshing cleanser, but then if I have to get rid of my makeup, I feel like this can do a pretty good job. And if I like double cleanse, being in the sense that if I use the same face wash twice, I can actually get rid of like all of my makeup and also skip micellar water. So that's the thought process that I had in mind when I chose this. And the one that I chose is the Himalaya Oil Clear Blueberry Face Wash. I don't remember for sure if I have mentioned this in a favorites video or not, but if I haven't, it is one that I've been loving and using constantly, almost. I've been using it every single day in the morning for sure, and sometimes I use the same in the evening as well if I feel like I don't specifically need a carbon cleanser. If I'm not wearing makeup, I'll just use this and I'll still be fine, and my nose is itching a lot. I don't know why. Anyways, let's move on, and if I keep itching, I'm sorry. Okay, that totally happened right now. Anyways, let's move on. So that is the face wash that I chose because I feel like I can use it both times and I can just have one face wash and still be fine with it. Moving on, next is something I've spoken about multiple times. This is one of my favorite products in my skincare routine, like overall in general. So of course I would repurchase if it disappeared or something like that, and that is the Miniso Essence. So there are three variants: the green tea one, the olives one, and the aloe one. I would probably repurchase the aloe one. That is like my first preference, and if that is not available, I'll repurchase the green tea one. And if all my skincare disappear, I would literally spend full price for it, even though I always like prefer buying it when there's like a 50% off on it. But if all my skincare disappear, I need to have that, and I would go to like every single Miniso store that is in Mumbai to make sure that I get one of those, because I absolutely shakingly need to have it as a part of my skincare routine. I don't think I could do without it. Moving on, next is a serum, and for serum there are actually two options that I would talk about. One is the one that I've used most recently, but I've not seen that. Again, it's a Miniso product and I've not seen it in a lot of stores, which is why I also have an alternative to talk about. Because when I say that, like, these are literally the 10 things that I would go out and repurchase if all my skincare disappeared, I'm taking that very seriously. So for example, if this particular product is not available, I would have to like think of an alternative, so which is why I'm sharing both of them with you. The first preference that I would go for is the Miniso White Blemish removing serum or something like that. I don't exactly remember the name, but if you watched one of my recent videos, it's not like super duper recent, it's been I think 2 weeks since that video is live on my channel, and it is the one in which I review all the Miniso skincare that I've tried out. I speak about the serum in the video. So yeah, it's one of my favorite daytime serums to use after I wash my face and like put on some essence and stuff like that. But if that one for some reason is not available like at all, then I would go ahead and buy the one that I used, I feel like almost over a year back, and that is the Neutrogena Fine Fairness Serum. It's again a super duper lightweight serum. I love the consistency. I love how lightweight it is and how effective it is as well. So yeah, if the Miniso one is not available, then I'll go ahead and repurchase the Neutrogena one, because that is of course always available. Moving on, next is of course the last step of my morning skincare routine, and it's also one of the most important steps, and that is sunscreen. Now, my personal favorite type of sunscreens are gel sunscreens, and I have three alternatives again here because I feel like all three of them are the exact same thing. So whichever is more easily available and it's like in stock, that is the one I would buy. The first one is the Lotus Matte Gel Sunscreen, again SPF 50. The second one is pretty much the exact same thing, and it is the Lakme Gel Sunscreen, again an SPF 50. And if these two for some reason are not available, then I would compromise with the SPF factor a little bit and go a little bit lower. There's also a VLCC Gel Sunscreen, which is an SPF of 30, which I personally feel is the exact same consistency as the Lakme and the Lotus one. So if those two are not available online and offline for some reason, which to be honest never happens, but just in case that happens, since we're thinking of hypothetical situations, if those two are not available for some reason, then I would go ahead and buy this one. And I know for a fact that I'll definitely be able to find either of these three sunscreens in stock, so there is no option or scope for like a fourth one. But yeah, that was for my morning skincare routine. Now I'll quickly talk about a lip balm as well. Now, I'm not someone who uses pot lip balms that regularly, but I wouldn't mind having a stick lip balm as like a backup option just in case I need one. And one of my favorite stick lip balms that I would for sure probably need would be a nice tinted lip balm, and the one I would go for is the Nivea Blackberry Shine Lip Balm. It's got a really nice, really pretty tint, and that's probably the only lip balm that I still use. I have a ton of other lip balms, but I don't really touch any of them, to be very honest. This is the only one that I use, and this is probably the only one that I would need. So yeah, that is also one of the things I would repurchase. Now moving on to some scrubs and face masks. If I had to repurchase a scrub, I would definitely repurchase my daily scrub, which is by Neutrogena. It's called the Pore and Shine Daily Scrub, and it's one that I use every single morning after I wash my face. I use that in the shower as well for some just regular gentle exfoliation, and I wouldn't mind using that, like only that scrub. I don't feel like I specifically need a harsher scrub if I have that one, but yeah, I think I would not trade off and go for like a harsher scrub and not have a gentle scrub, which is why I'll go for the gentle route in terms of scrub. And for face mask, the one that is like a tried and true, and if I had to have just one like face mask, that is the one I would choose, and it's the Himalaya Neem face pack. It's one that I've used for years, and I would definitely repurchase that over any other face scrub that I have, face mask that I have used. And it's probably a slightly difficult call between actually the Glam Glow Supermatte Clearing Treatment and this one, but I would say I'd go for this because of all my skincare discipline and I had to spend so much of money. I would rather go for something more inexpensive first and then probably go ahead and repurchase the Glam Glow one like later on. But yeah, in the starting, when I'm already spending so much of money on so many skincare products, I would prefer going for something that is more cheaper. So yeah, that was that. Moving on next to my nighttime skincare routine, if I had the option of only like 3 more slots left, I would try to go as minimal with my skincare routine, still making sure that my skin like gets all the goodness that it needs. So I would go for a nighttime like exfoliating sort of a serum. I would go for a nighttime moisturizer, and last but not the least, a facial oil, just in case my skin is like super duper dry and I need something really moisturizing. The exfoliating serum that I would go for is the Trycone Radiance Skin Serum. That is the one that is like a tried and true one that I recommend to like everyone if they have problems when it comes to like skin texture and stuff like that. That is the one that I always recommend. So that is the one that I would personally also repurchase. In terms of nighttime moisturizers, I would recommend the Miniso the blemish removal cream. I think it's a moisturizing blemish removal cream. It comes in a tub. Again, something which I have spoken about in my Miniso skincare video. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely go and check out that video. And in terms of facial oil, again, one of my absolute favorites is the Avon True Nutraeffects. I think, yeah, that's what it's called. It's either Avon Nutraeffects or Avon True Nutraeffects. The lightweight facial oil that they have, that is again one of my favorite facial oils ever. So yeah, that's the one that I would go for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I've been talking. Oh, it's just been 10 minutes. I thought it was totally way over than that. But yeah, those are all the products that I would go ahead and repurchase if all of my skincare products disappeared. And yes, I really hope that you found this video again fun to watch and informative. Probably that's like, it's a good mix of basically my current absolute favorites. Pretty much all of them, I would say, are holy grail status as well. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, then please subscribe to my channel if you would want to watch more such videos from me, and also hit the notification bell button, because that way you'll get to know every single time I post a new video. I will leave the names and the links of everything in the description box, just in case you're interested in checking any of them out. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.